Um, and some people voted for me, some people voted for Extreme Minutes, and so they said, "Hey, what about the moderator?" So they voted for this guy, M. Leg. Um, so Kevin brings it up on Friday, and it's like the first thing about Kevin's forums, and he says, guys, it's a social gathering. It doesn't mean anything. Don't treat it as something important. Don't treat it like a popularity contest. And by the way, vote for Sky Animal and Roxy Lot. And just had me busting up laughing. This is too funny. Um, and then there was some other thing by this guy Triple X Play about Kevin having immunity, and Kevin having immunity was because last Wednesday, Kevin and Olivia, they were drinking these sodas, which were flavored after a Thanksgiving meal. So I forget what it was, but I want to say when they got to the turkey soda, they drink it. Kevin takes it all down like a shot, but Olivia's like, and this is the other thing about the show is that they always give Olivia stuff to put in her mouth, and she always makes this face and and spits it out, this and that. It's so cutesy and girly and funny, and then on top of that, the fact that she was raised in Japan until like the age of 7 or so, so she's eaten a lot of just bizarre and bad and foul smelling stuff, but just she's like very finicky about her taste now. So a great shot that happens, and it's Kevin. He's over here and he's like, takes it and he's like, hey, when we come back, from the break, we're gonna have this and that, and Olivia's off to the side like, and just letting the stuff pour out her mouth. Kevin reaches his hand over, takes, captures it in the cup, and then with before she even realizes it, downs it right there, and everybody's busting up laughing. Just oh my god. One of the guys who works at X Play said that. So yeah, we're all sitting in the office just hanging around, and it was real quiet, and then we're watching the show, and then after that, everybody was making noise, busting up laughing. So, and it's pretty crazy. Monday, Kevin was sick. He didn't show up to work, and I had forgotten about Wednesday, and I was like, hey, Kevin's sick. Boy, it's too bad. And then somebody said, hey, gee, I wonder why Kevin's sick, and they've made a GIF, a little moving picture file of Kevin doing the shot, and I was like, oh. And everybody's like, oh my god, Olivia, Olivia's carrying the plague, just very, silly stuff, funny stuff. But it was like, all right, Kevin's immune, has immunity now because he's on antibiotics, so what is he going to do? What, sleazy girl is he going to sleep with, or, what crazy thing will he lick? And then the last thing, which was just truly epic, this guy on MySpace emailed Kevin and said, hey, we went to BYU together. I used to think you were a fag, but I'm dating this girl, and I told her that I knew you, and I was curious, could you send her an email and just let her know, that I know you, and it would really help me out, because then, she'll give me oral sex and this and that. And Kevin was like, well, I was ready to help him, but then I saw that he made fun of me, so, this is what I'm going to do. Emails the girl, this guy's girlfriend, tells her, yeah, this is what the guy's doing. Here, I'm going to fly you first class out to Los Angeles. You can come on the show, and then I'm going to take you out to dinner. Because, yeah, I ain't going to do that. I ain't going to play that game. And this is how I'm going to get back at you. And you, Joe Campbell, you get, just, oh man, just fantastic what he says, and, how he dealt with that. And really what got me about the whole Kevin's Forum thing was that, here's a guy hosting a TV show, and a whole segment based off of the internet, based off of his interaction with the internet. And I find that it's just a very fascinating, interesting aspect of how entertainment is reaching this level that you can have this interactivity. A lot of TV shows are doing now polls and then emails that they answer. But what really struck me about this is that this is a whole thing about a whole comedy skit, but just based off of what the fans thought and felt. And I just think that it's amazing that we're getting to that point that fan created a fan created thing is becoming a TV show segment, and it's just very funny, very interesting, very fascinating.